Alright, so here we are in the Golmore jungle for the biting Mantis. Spawns in the Needlebrake, and it has a rather curious spawn requirement. This is shared from a few hunts, but not very many. The game timer must be between 30 and 59. Now, I don't know if that means 30 minutes to 59 minutes or 30 seconds to 59 seconds. However, I'm going to go ahead and zone out and then back in while we meet the requirement of seconds and see if we can find it. Now, I don't know where in this zone it spawns. I simply know that it spawns in this zone. None of these enemies are going to be at all in trouble, so we're just going to have a wander around and see if we can find anything. Now, unfortunately, rare hunts or trophy hunts or anything like that do not have a special minimap indicator. They don't, have a larger red dot or anything like that, so we're basically just gonna have to wander through the entirety of the area and see what we can find. Manually, unfortunately. I would like you if you stopped hitting me. I could actually check real quick to see if there is a specific location where this thing spawns. Seems like it might spawn down here. So let's have a wander in a thisward direction. Doesn't seem to be anything so far, but I think it does spawn around this area. And while we're down here, I should probably check if there's anything worthwhile to steal from this thing. Tattered Garment, I don't think that's actually all that important, but hey. So we're actually going to probably have to double zone here to try and get the spawns back. But let's leave the area, let the game timer take up to 30 here, or 31 just to be safe. And then we're gonna go into that area. I think that means seconds rather than minutes. If that meant minutes, that would be a rather strange timer requirement, but hey. Anyway, we're back. I think it spawns somewhere down here on the south side. But I got nothing so far. So I think we are gonna have to double spawn it and then, or double zone and see if we can find anything. Rather unfortunate. I'm gonna continue trying to do this and update you. Hopefully it is seconds rather than minutes. But I'll cut out this bit so that you guys don't have to watch me fail magnificently. Unfortunately, it is indeed 30 minutes to 59 minutes on the game clock timer, so we're going to actually make a detour because I do have to burn some time here. We're going to go fight the other enemy that I intended to fight, which is in the Feywood Walk of Dancing Shadow. It is the Dreadguard. It has a 40% chance of spawning and replacing a MIrrorknight. Let's try not to fight the elemental if it can be helped. Now it will spawn, I believe, over in this general direction, and again it is only a 40% chance to spawn. If it does not spawn, we have to double zone away in order to force reset or force respawn all the enemies. You know the deal by this point, so. We're gonna check around this area. I think it spawns over here, but it may be able to spawn anywhere that a MIrrorknight spawns. Which are all over this zone, by the way, so. I think it should just be a larger version of the MIrrorknight. It may not even be larger, I don't know. Either way, there is a convenient location nearby with which that we can double spawn, or double zone to reset the spawns. We'll go ahead and show that and see if we can get lucky here. Good way to chain MIrrorknights as well, because you're going to probably be killing many of these in the process. I'd like you guys to stop buffing. Here we go. But anyway, in order to double spawn, we can simply walk over here and then walk out of any of the other two exits in this area. And then go ahead and walk back. As long as you don't touch the save point, it won't reset your chain, etc, etc. But anyway, these all appear to just be regular old MIrrorknights. We get to play this fun and game scenario of how long does it take to spawn this bloody enemy. Ah, there it is. The old Dreadguard. So he is just a very slightly larger version of the MIrrorknights. He does start with associated buffs. I don't think he's particularly dangerous. In fact, he's probably one of the weaker trophy hunts we fight. Curiously enough, but there you go. He has nothing worthwhile to steal. I think it's just tattered something. Not sure exactly, but either way, it is not at all worthwhile to steal from them. It's not worth, the time taken to steal from them. They don't have anything. But anyway, that's that. Now I get to wait 13 minutes until we can do the original rare trophy hunt that I intended to start this video with. And there's only 2 trophy hunts per video, so it shouldn't be too confusing for you guys, but time to wait. Alrighty, so we are now 30 minutes past the hour. I just ate some chocolate, which for future reference, don't really recommend before recording. But anyway, there it is in the distance. We can't target it yet, but it is cannibalizing. There it is, biting Mantis. Now this starts off as a level 40-ish enemy, 50-ish, something around there, which makes it relatively easy. However, it has the ability Cannibalize, which means every time it is brought near another enemy, which includes enemies it spawns next to, it will consume them to increase its own level and thus power. It has a 100% chance of using Cannibalize if it is near another enemy, so it will quickly consume everything near it. Which, as you can see, we're level 77. This thing, despite still being a levels lower than us, does like 1700 damage per hit. It's also very fast, which makes it a very dangerous creature if you're not a very high level, and it gets to consume multiple enemies. It can hit level cap in this area very, very quickly. I think sometimes if you get unlucky, stuff with Cannibalize can eat 2 or 3 things before you even know they exist. So you're likely going to be fighting that enemy at like level 70, which makes it pretty hard to fight. If it hits level cap and you are not level cap, your physical attacks will do 0 damage to it. Well, you have to be, I think, like 75 or higher, and you'll do physical damage to it, but not much. But just bear that in mind. If it hits level cap, your best bet is to use magic attacks to damage it. Anyway, that's it for this pairing here. Onwards to probably the mines, I suppose.